My deaf son mimics sounds. Exactly 2 minutes before they happened, the doctor called it auditory processing lag. He said the new cochlear implant, the experimental one with the Neuralink processor, might take time to sync with Danny's brain. He might hear a clap, the doctor said, snapping his fingers, and only react to it a few seconds later. It's like a bad Bluetooth connection. It'll pass. It didn't pass. It got specific. We were sitting at the kitchen table on Tuesday. Danny was coloring, his head bent low over a picture of a dinosaur. Suddenly, he stopped. He looked up at the ceiling, tilted his head, and made a sound. Thump. Scrape. He has perfect pitch mimicry. It's a savant thing, the therapists say. Even when he was totally deaf, he could feel vibrations and hum the exact note back to you. Now that he had the implant, the mimicry was photorealistic. I looked at him. What was that, bud? He pointed up. 2 minutes later, I timed it because I was staring at the clock waiting for the oven timer. I heard it. Thump. Scrape. It came from the upstairs neighbor, Mrs. Gable, dragging a chair across her floor. I froze. The lag wasn't Danny reacting late. The lag was Danny reacting early. He was receiving the audio feed before reality played the track. We tested it. It became a party trick just for me. Danny would make the whirring sound of the fridge compressor, and 2 minutes later, the fridge would kick on. He would mimic the chime of my text message tone, and 2 minutes later, my phone would light up. It was cool. Then it was annoying. Then tonight, it became terrifying. We were in the living room. It was 9:40 p.m. The house was dead quiet. I was reading. Danny was playing with his Legos on the rug. Danny stopped. He dropped the red brick in his hand. His little shoulders tensed up, hiking toward his ears. He opened his mouth and let out a sound I had never heard him make. It was a sharp, shattering crack, followed by a wet, heavy thud, like a melon being dropped on concrete. Then silence. Then he started to scream. But it wasn't his scream. He opened his mouth and a deep, guttural roar came out. It was my voice. It was me, screaming in a pitch so high and terrified, it scraped against my vocal cords, just hearing it. No, please, God, no! Then another sound, a rhythmic, wet squelch. Chunk, chunk, chunk. I sat there, the book trembling in my hands. Danny? He didn't look at me. He was staring at the front door. He mimicked the sound of a siren, distant at first, then getting louder. I looked at the digital clock on the cable box. 9:41 p.m. I had less than 1 minute. I stood up, my heart hammering against my ribs like a trapped bird. I didn't know what the crack was. I didn't know what the wet thud was, but I knew the scream was mine. I grabbed Danny by the arm. We're leaving, now. He didn't move. He was heavy, like dead weight. He looked up at me, his eyes wide and vacant, and he mimicked one last sound. It was the click-clack of a shotgun slide. I recognized the sound. It was the sound of my own Mossberg, the one I keep locked in the safe in the garage. The safe only I know the combination to. I heard the garage door opener hum. Not from Danny, from the garage. Someone was already inside. I looked at the clock. 9:42 p.m. The handle of the door leading to the garage began to turn. Danny covered his ears and closed his eyes. He didn't want to hear it again. Click, clack.